Making 100 days video is a larger trend, even larger than Dream Speedrunner vs Hunter videos. 33 hours and 20 minutes is a decent time to make your survival base remarkable. But when it's hardcore and amplified, the games become 20 times more harder than usual. Long hills, deep valleys are common, scarcity of resources, lot of mob spawning, and just one wrong turn can spoil days of your hard work. Here I am going to survive 100 days in hardcore amplified. Day 1. I just spawned on a mountain and literally located so many surfaces around. I acquired the trees and straight upgraded to stone tools. I mined all the surfaces around and went to the top of the mountain to have a better view, but couldn't find a good place to build my base, at least some quiet and safe place. I came down and stayed in a temporary cave made by me. Day 2 had come and I smelted all the iron ores and boom, full iron armor at day 2. It's a good start. I went on a journey to find a nice place and I reached to a jungle biome. These things makes the amplified world a lot more harder to explore. Soon I entered into a bamboo forest and located a jungle temple at the same day, just few hundred blocks from my spawn point. And I looted a temple that night, and the next day I went to the stony island, which was flat, and I was so much impressed to find a place which I wanted to. Isolated, flat, unique, and I did it at day 3. I made a temporary base to survive among hundreds of mobs and set all the things to start working on the main structure I was planning for. Day 4 to 7, I just collected earth, stones, coals, and other few resources and I started building my main structure. I made a circular boundary with stones and started making the tower as with jungle logs. The day I realized I was getting into a big problem. A dead island. No safe pig, chicken, or cow nearby. How can I survive with very limited food? The only answer is kelp, which helped me a lot in my beginning days. After a while, I was satisfied with the height, so I started building the rooms, circular rooms basically, because I love circles. Day 8 to 9, I was kept breaking and placing the blocks until I was satisfied with the design. The island was a XC farm more than a base. The next day, I was impressed by the design I made because it was only 2% completed. I made the scaffolding to build faster and I figured out a mistake I did. Day 11, I resolved it and covered 30% of the area to make my natural XP farm just more livable and safe for me. Day 12 to day 15, I completely focused to build my tower. I was planning to have 5 circles in total. That means 4 circles at each direction. I started chopping more trees and collected sand for glasses, and I completed the 3rd circle and build a wall of the middle circle with logs, planks, and glasses. This was really a coincidence and wow.
Perfect!
I kept placing torches and soon completed the 4th circle as well as the 5th circle. Day 16 to 18, I started thinking about the diamond armor and I visited the nearby cave under my island, and it was very surprising to see lost caves under my base. It was really heartwarming because I got the main thing to add a very aesthetic greenish texture to my base. Soon my iron armor broke almost. I kept building and collecting resources. I was scared about myself with the half broken armor, but with my guts, I went to the cave. I just experienced a near-death situation, but it's okay. I collected iron, few diamonds, basically the first diamond of the video, and a lot of mass blocks. Made a new full set of iron armor and went back to the surface, so it was a rainy day. Day 19 to 21, I passed these days just by collecting sand, earth, food, coal, and building my base at night time. I finished building the 2nd circular structure and started working on the next one. It was not my daily routine to collect all the things at daytime and do other things at nighttime because it's too hard to collect things efficiently at nighttime with those disturbing mobs, and in hardcore it's way too much. Day 22, I was bored eating kelp. I got one potato from a zombie few days ago, so I decided to make a potato farm. There was something wrong with the trident guy. Nigga! And here I told you at day 11 and 12 I did a mistake, so I broke that to rebuild it later. Day 23 to 26, all I did in this 4 days is just breaking and placing blocks to make the surface of my base a lot more flat, livable, and aesthetic. I also made a potato farm which I planned for, and it was successful.
Nice.
Day 27, I rebuilt the stone boundary with stone bricks and saw my house from a distance, and I was impressed too much because it was only 5% completed, so don't rush to my comment box. Also, I learned a very useful lesson that don't judge anyone by their size because a tiny baby zombie just hijacked my base.
No! God, please, no!
Day 28 to 31, I just kept collecting resources, nothing special, completed the third part and moved to the next one. I worked on the front side of my island and made the borders to make my base a lot more safer. I went to the caves and collected obsidian and made a portal. I worked to give a nice save to my island, but phantoms came to increase my efficiency that night. Day 32 to 35, I made a good plan to add a greeny, cool and safe thing to my base. You know, the bamboo forest is very near to my base and you know how fast they can grow. I was going to build a 3-layered bamboo wall to each and every side of my base. I went to collect a lot of dirt. The next day, I went to collect bamboos. The night, I almost completed 40% of the wall.
Nice.
Then I again started to expanding my base and finished the area to add the remaining bamboo walls. Phantoms would never good with me. I decorated the potato farm with moss blocks and looked my base from a distance, and I was totally satisfied with the design as it was only 10% completed. I kept extending my base as the bamboo border the whole night. I made an entrance at the front side and it was not good at all. It sucked. Day 36 to 42, I farmed the potatoes because I love potatoes and only collecting earth and coal and breaking stones and placing them all the day and night. Nothing special to add a couple more minutes to the video. I was testing some designs of my builds but nothing impressed me. So I wanted to find more types of earth but just found boring oak, birch, jungle and acacia. Day 43, I went to the caves and collected a lot of moss blocks, drip leaves, as well as saplings and other greenery things. And while exploring more, I found a mine shaft attached with an amethyst globe attached with lush caves under my personal island. Amazing. I collected some of those amethysts and with some iron ores and a new member of our family, I got back to my home sweet home and it was day 44. I was building a sweet campsite in the same theme with moss blocks, drip leaves, amethyst and campfire and it was ready at day 45. Day 45 to 48, I went to collect jungle leaves and added a greeny theme to the entrance to make it more aesthetic. I increased the render distance and discovered a new place. It was only to find sheeps. I added more moss carpet and the look was too good, at least for me for then. I found no sheep but cows at a new land, so being disappointed, I again started a work I was famous for. I broke these all because those are ugly and I have a better plan for it in future. Bruh. I extended the front side a little bit and being disturbed by phantoms, I skipped another 10 minutes of my game. I apologize for that. At least few more nights with no phantoms. Day 49, I finished the basic of the front side and went straight to the jungle temple because I made a plan. Oh, thanks for giving me an amazing gift. Appreciate it. I mined few stacks of mossy cobblestone to just add more greeny effect to my base. I came back and started working on a path I planned to make with various types of stones to make more natural looking. Day 50 to 51, I made a pretty natural looking path, small getaways, added more moss blocks as well as saplings and jungle leaves to make it look a lot more aesthetic, and also applied the same theme to the base of the tower house, which will look pretty decent. Day 52, I started making a place for the animals I was willing to get in my base. I saw my base and I was fully satisfied. The night I went for the cows and took them home, but turtle. I went again and moved them on my base, and the next day I went to find more animals and found sugarcane, which I was needed desperately. Then I found turtles and tried to carry them one by one, and also I took a new member of our family in our base, but unfortunately he jumped into the boat and locked. As soon as I unlocked him, the turtle guessed the right opportunity to get rid of me, and I found myself dumb just looking at him. I took my doggo to my base and tamed him and placed him in a nice and safe place. I took a look to my base to see which part can be more decorated and in which way. I also added one more axolotl to my collection. I really want the super rare one. I will so cast that. I made a new iron armor that night and replaced with an old damaged one. Next day I went to chop more trees, and while returning at night I realized that never ever swim in the sea while phantoms spawn. I didn't know how they can hit underwater, but yeah, it's reality. I also finished the fourth circle that night. Day 57 I started working on the last circle. I also tried to make a tree at the empty middle area to fill up it and started building that. Day 58 to 59 I was busy to build the tree and its boundary and some wood lying on the ground to give my base more natural look and for aesthetics. I added some storage items, not for only looks, but I was going to use them too. Day 60 to 61 I added the same greeny theme to the remaining part with moss and made a nice looking slope for the pond I was going to make for the axolotls. I shifted all the items from a tiny temporary base to the main base and filled it with water. They got a decent place to play and loaf. By the way, I will make a giant mega aquarium for the axolotls. Day 62 I filled the corner part and started building the stairways to my tower house. I collected all the potatoes and now I have this amount of potatoes. In spite of potatoes, I planted wheat because I had to breed my domestic animals. Day 63 I got our first baby cow. A good start of the day. I went to find sheep but only got one chicken. I need more, so I went further and found few more. The next day I got two of them and took them home safely. Kinda. And went for more sand. Day 65 I collected a lot of coal to smelt glasses and few iron and worked on the stairs. I finished the glasswork of the last circle and started to extend the stairs. Day 67. What the hell is it coming from? Just doing some farming and breeding, and I went for a long search for sheep and found a Wasan monument on the way. The next day I went too far to find sheep. I found a shipwreck and some useless mobs. Yo, dolphin! Searched a lot and thousands of blocks far from my base, I found these things. Now you know actually why the F-Light world is not okay at all. First sheep at day 68. Wow, I don't know why, but the black sheep was so overwhelming. He kept breaking my lead every single time. Sucker. They almost killed my one sheep. Day 69. It's my favorite number. I don't know why. It's really awesome number. After a long fight the whole night, I took them where they should be and got our first baby sheep. Suddenly I looked at me and realized it's day 69 and still have no diamond armor. Wow, amazing. Being shameful, I went to find diamonds and got nothing but pumpkins. Day 70 is a lucky day. I found no diamonds but a village which is very near to my base, and I went thousands of blocks to find sheep, bruh. And hey, I remembered I have a huge cave with a mine shaft under my personal island. I immediately went to the cave and I swear I was not going to come to the surface with a full set of diamond armor, all diamond tools, and enough diamond to craft more things like enchanting table. Day 71 to 75 I found one golden apple, and I'm not gonna lie, the cave was huge. I mean, not like those big ones, but a medium one with infinite branches. From the whole cave and mine shaft, I made full set of diamond armor, and still I have 22 diamonds left in my inventory. It's awesome. Day 76 to 78, I crafted all diamond tools and the enchanting table and transferred 2 villagers to my base from the village by boat and rails. Now they're my villagers, so-called family. They kept stucking on the azalea saplings, I don't know why. I made a sugarcane farm around the axolotl pond. I started working on the villager's house that night. I went to the cave to collect more deep slate to complete the roof of the villager's hall. Day 79 to 81, I worked on the villager's house, and after making the wall, I gave them potatoes to have new babies and let them alone. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Day 82, I thought I found a very good deal, power 4, so I traded that. Now I'm thinking that was a smart decision, right? Actually not. I'll tell you why. By the way, I made a spyglass to see what they were doing in that room along, you know what I mean. Day 83, I collected so much bamboos and instantly made them sticks to collect as much as I could. By the way, tell me guys, was someone feeling jealous there? I'm confused why the rage particles were releasing from one of them, because I gave them a lot of potatoes. I don't know why. I made many iron swords and went again to collect sticks. Day 84, I nearly collected more than 1,000 sticks that day, and when I went to trade, unfortunately the Fletcher was out of stock. So being disappointed, I finished the roof with simple stone glass design. The next day, I traded another power 4 to get one power 5, but that was not a smart decision at all. I'm in the enchanting room because I already got all the resources for that. I enchanted all the diamond gears with efficiency 4 and protection 4. I was feeling pretty much overpowered that day. Day 86, I went to the nether and received a very special surprise. Really, the mobs were organized a surprise party for me, so I decided to postpone that and went to the caves to find more redstone, lapis, gold, iron, and everything. Day 87, I mined all the day and found 8 more diamonds, few stacks of redstone, few gold, and a decent amount of lapis. It was a successful day. Day 88, I placed a bell at the roof and went to the village with lectern because the village was filled with unemployed villagers. And you won't believe, after a very few tries, I got the infinity. And that's not the end. I collected wheat, went to my base, traded emeralds, went to the village again, took the infinity book, and after trying that few more times with another villager, I got power 5. Yes, power 5. Now you realize why the power 4 was a dumb trade for me. I was glad, but at another side, I was disappointed. Day 89, I collected power 5 and immediately captured another one, and after a long try, I got mending. Who said Dream is the luckiest player? Look at me, bro, with 2 Super Bowl enchantments. Now the only deal I need desperately is Unbreaking 3. Day 90, the whole day I collected 1500 sticks. Look at the speed. This happens when you have Depth Spider with Dolphin's Grace. Wow. And the Fletcher went out of stock. Day 91 to 92. All I did was just breeding animals and villagers, trading sticks and mending books and some farming, and I went to find iron. Day 93, I collected a lot of coal and 35 iron. By the way, let's welcome to the new member of our family. I made an anvil. I enchanted all the armor pieces with mending and the bow with infinity and power 5. Now I need punch 2, flame, and unbreaking 3 to make a super bow. Day 94, I cleared the front side and captured a zombie villager to cure it in the future and named it Ghost Rider. Day 95 to 97, I made a basic XP farm to the backside of my island. And lighted off all the top of the farm and the whole backside of my island to make sure that no mob is spawning out of my farm. Concentrate spawn rate. Day 98. A villager was giving me silk touch, so I enchanted the world's diamond one, which I made when I got the first diamonds. Now I have 2 types of pickaxes, one with silk touch and one without it. Day 99 to 100. I made a straight path to the villager's house in the same greeny theme. My sheep were not reproducing wool, so I added a layer of dirt and placed one grass block I got days ago from Enderman. This was difficult because there was only one stone layer, so sheep kept falling at the underground space. I'll fix that later, but for now, my journey of day 100 is completed. I know, no ender dragon, no nether, no end city, no wither, but first of all, this was amplified, and secondly, it's only being focused on builds and being overpowered. I swear I will in the next 200 days, but for now, I'm happy with this.